Hey guys, just dropping by to see if any of you want some coffee.
We can explain. We do know how to explain this, right?
The Bad Guys 2 is the sequel to the 2022 DreamWorks hit, The Bad Guys. Based on the popular children's book, it follows a former criminal group on a mission to prove that they can be heroes by going on crazy missions around the world. With an 88% certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, oddly enough, the same exact score they had on the first one. In fact, they got pretty close with the audience score too, I guess. Well, that's fucking weird. The Bad Guys 2 garnered overwhelming praise from both critics and audiences. I already made a video about the first Bad Guys movie a couple years back. If you haven't seen that one yet, go ahead and check it out. But I do have to admit, I was a bit harsh on it. Long story short, I didn't like how predictable the story was and how the rest of the bad guys were underutilized. So I was hoping that for the sequel, they would take it up a notch and hopefully fix that. And so, I finally got to see it. And the verdict is pretty much the same. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I just think that it's a bit weird that nobody's talking about this movie, so why don't we go ahead and just do that? Is The Bad Guys 2 really a step up from the first movie, or is it a cheap rehash? Well, let's take a look. So, this film starts off with a good old flashback. We're then reintroduced to our main characters. We welcome back Webs, Shark, Piranha, Snake, and Wolf. Our one and only
Furry
bad
mascots.
guys. I mean bad guys. Now, to keep things short, they're here for a heist. They try to steal from this really rich dude in Egypt, but get this, they're not really there for the goods, but instead committed crimes to send a message and be tracked down by the local authority and have a car chase across the city, only to be bailed out last second when Wolf's plan completely falls apart and they find themselves trapped and nowhere to run. Gee, that's oddly familiar, don't you think? But the soundtrack's a banger though. Now, I just want to pause for a second. Here's a weird detail. This could be just me being a complete utter dumbass, but hear me out. They kind of make it a point to let everyone know that Webs, aka Tarantula, is a rookie in this scene, which pretty much goes nowhere? I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but for me, it's a weird footnote to add to Tarantula. To any character, in fact. I guess you can argue that they did that to further establish the 5-year flashback, but it's still an odd tidbit to sprinkle in there, especially for a movie heavily focused on characters. But hey, you know what? Let's talk about that later. Because for now, hey look, collateral damage! Guaranteed, you killed like at least 3 people in there. So, quick question. How exactly are you guys gonna smuggle that thing back to America? Last I checked, there's a tiny border you'll have to cross called the Atlantic Ocean. Cut to present day, where our crew has turned a new leaf. But society still views them as monsters though, and they're having a hard time fitting in.
I thought I was supposed to project confidence.
But why a tuna?
Tunas are confident. What tuna do you know that's not confident?
This one?
Life's like a car chase, you know what I mean? There's gonna be bumps in the road, but...
Yeah, well, of course you'd say that. That's pretty much the only good action sequence you guys have thrown out so far. Also, this cut doesn't make sense. Wolf still had the car when the gang was bailed out of prison in the first movie, so... that's nitpick number 1 for you. On top of that though, turns out a copycat criminal named the Phantom Bandit is out on the streets framing our guys, stealing items that contain MacGuffinite.
They're all made from a rare metal called MacGuffinite.
Oh, get it? MacGuffinite? From the word MacGuffin? You know, pretty much items that the main character collects to continue the narrative? Shut up, it's funny!
Hey guys, I wish I could trade lighthearted japes with you all night, but I'm late for vinyasa. Bye!
Hey. Okay, alright, so here's one of the problems I have with the movie. Snake is really boring. They opted to change his character and made him more laid back because he has a girlfriend now, apparently. And I don't know, it's kind of like low-key character assassination. He's practically non-existent in this movie. He completely gets shoved into the backseat right from the get-go, which was a shame. I found him really entertaining in the first movie, so it's a bummer that he's kind of just gone in this one. The snake we even get in the sequel doesn't even feel like the snake we know. In the first movie, he felt like the direct second character to the story, behind Wolf. There's some emotional conflicts in there, a character arc, and real tension. But here, he's just out of it. He's fallen in love and gone all soft, so he's not as mean or as selfish as he was before. Which means, you know, he's not as funny as he was before. He has this running gag with his girlfriend where he falls deeper in love with her the more she backstabs him, and okay, I guess that's funny, but did we really have to sacrifice his entire personality just for that? This feels exactly like what Buzz Lightyear went through in Toy Story 4, where he's just suddenly a bumbling idiot. And look, this would have been fine for me if that meant that another member of the crew would get a larger role. You know, have their time to shine, but nope. They're still stuck in the background. Yeah, once again, the franchise utilizes none of the other members of the crew, which is such a missed opportunity, especially with what the movie sets up in the beginning. You have a former criminal gang trying to fit into society that still views them as monsters even after saving their ass. There's so much you can do with that. That's why the whole Tarantula's a rookie thing in the beginning threw me off. I honestly thought that meant that Tarantula would have a much bigger role in the story, especially since later on we find out that our antagonists were a criminal girl group. But, spoiler alert, she doesn't really do much in this movie, like most of the crew. But on the brighter side though, I liked what the movie did with Diane here. I thought she kinda hijacked the first movie by the second half, so it's nice that she took a more supportive role in the sequel without really throwing out some of her badass points in the process, unlike some characters. Oh right, speaking of Diane,
I think it's cute. Gives you character.
Oh.
Do I have a concussion, or is the governor flirting with me?
Can it be both?
This better not awaken anything in me.
kiss, 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 kiss. So, with the Phantom Bandit continuing to frame Wolf and the gang for all these crimes, our heroes decide to team up with the commissioner to take him down and clear their name. One thing leads to another. We're in a wrestling match now. We then get to meet the real culprit of Snake's character assassination, his girlfriend, Susan, who surely isn't a plant and secretly works for the villains of the story. Oh, would you look at that? Never mind.
Don't you likes to share, don't you, Snakey Wakey?
Wow, I am very uncomfortable right now.
Of course.
That's the Phantom Bandit!
Or that's just a random person in a pig costume, but who am I to judge? So the bad guys hilariously fail at their mission, of fucking course, and get framed for the Phantom Bandit's crime yet again. So now, they're on the run.
Oh, how'd you guys meet anyway?
You tell it.
No, you tell it better.
Yeah, but you do all the voices.
And like you're so good at it.
Can somebody tell it?
Can somebody not?
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Someone had to animate that, folks. Was it worth it?
All we gotta do is lay low and...
You should have taken the mint, Whiskers.
Okay, that didn't really happen, but after witnessing this monstrosity, might as well, am I right? So our main guys get kidnapped, and we finally get to meet the culprits behind all the copycat crimes. A trio called the Bad Girls. And let me guess, this was all calculated, and the villains knew exactly what the bad guys was gonna do, and this was all one big scheme to get them together and blackmail them into doing them a favor. Yep, figured.
Joy,
Hey!
it's Doom. Susan is an alias.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
It's Doom.
Doom? Your name is Doom? I think I liked it better when we called you Susan.
You're shady.
Let it out, buddy.
You're the perfect woman!
Assassinated. Big time. Rest in peace, Snake. We'll never forget how important you were in the first movie. So So the bad girls' leader, named Kitty Cat, what was a leopard not available, proposes a plan to steal a watch from this rich dude and threatens that if our heroes don't help her, she'll expose Diane to the world as the ⵒⵗⵗ.
Can you imagine if this got out?
The governor's secret past is the ⵒⵗⵗ. Whew.
Okay, so like, here's the thing. Kitty's blackmail doesn't really make any sense. In a world where we've been exposed to high-tech gadgets, mind control helmets, giant sky beams, a spaceship that can be launched through a fucking watch, and gold magnets, a quick CCTV clip of your local governor unmasking as a notorious criminal could easily be framed as fake. The moment that footage of Diane goes out, they can easily play it off as fabricated media. Your leverage isn't really that high. Okay, that's not exactly what happens in the film, but you get my point, right? And I mean, come on, that's just unrealistic. No sane politician would go and try to steal from a museum. They'd rather steal from the taxpayers instead.
But I promise to play you respectfully.
Mamma mia, where's my flowers? Prego, cappuccino, extra grande.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
Anyway, so they go do the heist, and again, they fuck up and the plan falls apart. Jesus Christ, are you fucking kidding me right now? Which leads to them to winging it and improvising.
Okay, we'll get you the watch.
Oh, yeah? How?
Kiss, 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 kiss.
Are you guys trying to sabotage this?
Who's ready to get married?
Shark, I'm a panic. This is all too much. You happy?
Oh my god, Shark! What the fuck is wrong with you? Dude, I just can't with this guy anymore, man. So here's a complaint. Shark is really stupid. Like, even more stupid in this movie compared to the last. Apart from the asinine marketing the company decided to make him the face of, motherfucker, I can still see the original Shark behind you. This dude was just flat out fucking annoying. He has this running gag about panicking and doing something utterly stupid, and it's infuriating. It would have kinda worked if it was just a one-off joke, but no, this shit happens like 4 to 5 times, and it's so unfunny every goddamn time.
I don't know, I panicked.
What was that?
I don't know, I panicked, okay? I'm a panicker. Shark, I'm a panic. This is all too much. You happy?
Ah, go fuck yourself. I thought your thing was wearing disguises. Why the hell are you so panicky all of a sudden? You weren't like this in the first movie. But anyways, they get the job done, they steal the watch, and off they go.
Oh, we got it.
Come on, I had to frame you.
I can't believe you didn't notice the camera.
They're gonna get double-crossed, aren't they?
Did you really think it was gonna be that easy?
Of course. Now, while all this was going on, Diane was also on a mission herself, trying to figure out the bad girls' plan with all the stolen ⵒⵗⵗⵗ. With some help from a roided-up marmalade, we find out that ⵒⵗⵗⵗ can actually be used as a gold magnet. Yeah, you heard that right. Our main villains are going to take a rocket up in space and steal all the gold from around the world using ⵒⵗⵗⵗ. This is a very creative book, not gonna lie. Meanwhile,
the bad guys are holed up in a hangar 2 clicks north of the MoonX launch site. Sorry, Dow. Look, it's nothing personal.
You are so hot right now.
character assassinated. Oh, and Diane fails to stop them too. But we do get a cool fight sequence though, so that's neat. Kiss, 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 kiss. Our heroes find a way to escape the ⵒⵗⵗⵗ trap, however, and with the help from the commissioner, Wolf and the gang manage to sneak into the stolen rocket. So, I have a question. Once you guys get all the gold, where exactly are you guys gonna go? You're in space on a stolen rocket ship with a hull the size of the moon. You can't exactly try to sneak your way out of this one. I mean, you gotta go back to Earth at some point, right?
Come on, turn it off, all right? You're gonna kill them.
Jesus Christ! Well, that came out of nowhere.
It's just a heist.
It's never just a heist!
What the fuck is with this hostility? At no point in this movie did they even hint at any tension within the group. Kitty Cat just goes apeshit and starts being a dick. What the fuck is happening here? You guys were completely fine a minute ago. Anyway, so Wolf and the gang miraculously get their plan to work. After multiple fuck-ups, of course.
All right, well,
Oh, that one was all sharp.
I panicked, but it worked out. I'm a programmer now.
Oh, I'll give you something to panic about, all right.
The watch controls the shuttle, not the magnet.
You get it.
I'm sorry, I just cannot let it go. How exactly were you guys gonna get away with this? You stole all the gold from around the world. How are you gonna bring all that home? Are you guys just gonna drop back to Earth and hope nobody fucking notices? The moment you enter back to the stratosphere, fighter jets from even goddamn Canada are gonna shoot you down. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Hooray! Mission accomplished. Even though everyone's gold still got stolen and everyone's fortune has been distributed in a way that even communist parties get jealous of. But hooray! No gold for you specifically, kitty. Kiss, 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 kiss. Woohoo! With Kitty's evil plan foiled, it looks like all is well for our heroes as they safely get a trip back home. Huh. That's weird. Last I checked, movies that have a big climax in space usually end with their spaceship malfunctioning and crashing down. But hey, props to the movie for not getting tempted into falling for an overused movie trope. Ah, there it is.
We're gonna land this thing, or we're gonna die trying!
Don't worry, everyone survives. The bad girls get sent to prison, our heroes get a special gig working incognito for the government, and all is well. We drive off into the sunset once again, and credits roll. The end. Oh, yeah, and apparently Marmalade's a fucking alien now? And he drives off into space with his limo-shaped golden spaceship? Huh? The fuck is going on with these books? Okay, so I do have to admit, the movie's pretty fun. It does have its problems though. The animation doesn't feel like anything significant or show any improvement from the last one, and some characters pretty much lost their edge. But most of the jokes do get a genuine laugh out of you, and the characters' chemistry with one another is still by far the strongest aspect of the franchise. I do wish we had more twists and fake outs like we did in the first movie though. And it would have been nice to see some emotional themes for the main guys to explore. But overall, with what we got, it's still a fun time. If you enjoyed the first Bad Guys movie, then you'll definitely love this one. So with that, I'm giving the Bad Guys 2 a 7 out of 10. Check it out and go crazy. That's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed your stay. If you liked the video, make sure to click the like button down below and share it with your friends if you wanna. I mean, it helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe if you wanna see more content come your way. I also have a second channel, you can check that one out yourself. And if you're interested, I also have a Twitch, and I promise I'll go live soon. I promise. Well, anyways, that's pretty much it. My name is Beanie. I'll catch you later. Have a great day and a great life, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!